Welcome back, everybody. I am Crazy Kirby Kid, and this video series is called Design Over Time. It's a series in which we analyze design topics that come about in my everyday conversations about design or my everyday life. But this particular episode, is going to be about Smash Brothers, which is my favorite game series of all time. So instead of saying everything I want to say about Smash Brothers and take up way too much time in one video or even multiple videos throughout the week, I'm going to be fanning out this content. So you'll get about one Smash Brothers themed episode per week, and One Smash is it's another project that I started. We're all about working with Super Smash Brothers 4 fans and tech and learning about Smash 4, understanding how it works, what it takes, and how to play better. So I hope you enjoy this episode, and if you like only the Smash Brothers content, tune in about every week or so. I'm definitely going to link it on One Smash, but otherwise, just enjoy the design-oriented ride as we dip into one of my favorite games of all time. Thanks. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Crazy Kirby Kid, and this will be a video series examining the fundamentals of Super Smash Bros. 4 Wii U, or what we call Smash 4. We're taking a design-oriented approach to understanding Smash because we believe that all players, competitors, critics, and designers benefit from understanding how the parts of a game shape how we play, what we think, and how we feel. We're going to start with the core of Smash. The 3 questions for this video I want to ask you. What makes Super Smash Bros. So unique? What makes Super Smash Bros. So fun? And what makes Super Smash Bros. So hard? Now, I believe the best answer to these questions is actually the same answer. It's right here. That's right. This tiny little design feature, this tiny little system, it gives Smash its unique feel, its fun factor, and it is what makes playing Smash at a competitive level so hard. It's called cumulative damage. In fact, cumulative damage is so powerful that the best players in the world don't understand just how much of a game changer it is. But if you're not convinced, then allow me to explain. Cumulative damage is essentially a health system. It's a replacement for hit points. So to understand how much cumulative damage changes how we play, we have to compare it to hit points. Now let's go back. Space Invaders. In this classic game, each alien invader is destroyed with just one hit. It's the same with the player ship as well, and having virtually one hit point keeps everything pretty simple. Gameplay consists of lining up shots and destroying all the alien invaders before they reach the bottom. It's extremely common for these old school games to feature such simple interactions and health systems. I mean, you're thinking Pac-Man, Mario Bros, Contra, Frogger. But when Zelda and Mario entered the scene, player characters had more expansive health systems. I mean, instead of resetting the level upon getting hit, players could just keep fighting on the spot, and enemies were designed with more HP. So at this time, HP values were so low that health bars and damage displays weren't really needed. I mean, we used to swear by the old 3 hits to beat a boss rule, and it was pretty consistent back in the day. HP-based systems are traditionally static, and that means they're designed to allow the player or enemies to take more hits and thus extend the interactions of a given encounter. When battling enemies, HP tests the player's execution and endurance, and by tuning the amount of HP, designers can test if you really have the skills to overcome a challenge rather than just, getting lucky. So from RPGs like Pokemon and fighting games like Street Fighter, HP and life bars are the most commonly used system to define player health. And for the most part, an opponent with full HP is just as deadly as they were when they had 1 HP. But even for these games, at their most core level, the basic player actions remain the same. So how much HP you have, or your opponent has, makes certain strategies more or less viable, or the battle encounters longer and shorter, but the options that you have will always work the same. 99% of the time, the same punch, fireball, kick, shot, grab will have the same effect on the target no matter how much health has been lost by either party. So your attacks always do the same thing when landed successfully. So games tend to add systems, rules, and features on top of their simple core interactions. And this keeps the basic, most repeated core interactions simpler and easier to learn. And then the layers of additional rules create variation and mix up the gameplay scenarios. So They start with a simple static system, and then they add elements on top to make the interactions more dynamic. Very few games have dynamic damage or hit point systems. Take Advance Wars. The amount of damage a unit can dish out is proportional to the amount of health it has. With 10 units of health in the squad, they're operating at 100% damage output, but at 5 units a squad, they take 50% hit to their offensive power. And you know, when they're at 2 units, well, you can do the math, and believe me, there's a lot more math coming up, so if you're sweating now, you've been warned. This means your basic action of attacking is dynamically dependent on your hit points. So if you attack a unit first, you directly and dynamically affect its ability to strike back at you. And this is one of the reasons why Advance Wars is such a deep strategy game. This system alone creates a deep strategy space where unit types, formations, and attack initiative actually matters. Super Smash Bros. Is a fighting game series that took the traditional static hit point based damage system and replaced it with a cumulative damage percentage based knockback system. So instead of scoring KOs when HP bars are drained to 0, players score ring outs when getting hit by strong attacks. And the catch is, each attack is made stronger the more percentage damage the target has. And this cumulative damage system makes Smash unique from most games and certainly from nearly all fighters. So fun, let's talk about the big F word. So what if Super Smash Bros. Has a dynamic core which gives every single attack in the game a wide range of effects? What about this is fun? Well, I got 3 reasons. Variation. Things changing over time is engaging, and with Smash, moves launch targets further and further. Instead of just seeing the same thing over and over, even when the same move is used, the result is different. Players have to be flexible enough to constantly adapt to the situation as it happens. Unpredictability. A single percentage of damage changes how targets are knocked back in Smash. This means in the heart of battle, it can be difficult or impossible to tell if a move will launch a target far enough to score that KO on the side blast zone or the top blast zone or whatever. Cumulative damage creates what I call these hang time moments. Just like in basketball, you know, when a player shoots that 3-ball from downtown, like way downtown, for a moment all the eyes are fixed on the same thing. All the players, all the fans, all the commentators, everyone. And we hold our breath in anticipation of the explosive result of the narrow survival. And the third reason is that cumulative damage makes Smash Bros. Avalanche friendly. So each character in Smash 4 has roughly 30 to 40 different attacking moves, but at the end of the day, you can get the job done by only using your favorite Smash attack over and over and over. And eventually, you'll do enough damage to score a KO. Remember that quote about insanity? The one that, that smart guy, wrote? Smash is a game that gives you a different result for doing the same thing over and over, and I think that's why we like this game so much. So Smash is unique with its dynamic core, and this design creates a lot of fun results that appeal to players and spectators of many different skill types. But there's a dark side to cumulative damage. By adding a dynamic rule to the core interactions of the game, the fundamental gameplay of Super Smash Bros. Becomes more complex than most games. This complexity makes it harder to approach Smash like we have done so many other games and so many other fighters in our past. I mean, with Smash 4, you can't just learn a combo sequence of moves and expect it to work at any time. If the opponent is too high in damage or too low, your combo sequence simply will not work. The opponent will either attack back or shield or get knocked away too far for you to even catch up. Everyone who plays Smash competitively knows this. We've all had moments where our Smash attacks barely didn't KO, and our targets escaped our combos by pixels. And I argue, understanding the core of Smash is far more complicated than this, and not even top players know why, so let's finally start this deep dive into the core of Smash Bros.